Hey y'all, how y'all doing today? Give a couple minutes here, but I just wanted to jump on here. Y'all, today I'm in my serious mode, okay? I ain't come to play. This ain't no feel good, and I've been feeling this in my heart for so long. Excuse the way I look. I just got back from physical therapy, but I have to share this with y'all, especially my sisters. This is for y'all. Man, you can listen to, because you might have daughters or nieces that you could share this with as well. But I want to tell y'all straight up, quit playing with these men. Hey, reborn again. Hey, lady. Quit playing out here. I mean, back in the day, it was cool for us to flirt, to tease, to entice, and to play with these men and everything like that because we like the attention. But y'all, it's a whole different ball game out here. I've been living in Florida since 2010, and it's now 2021. And I can't tell you how many women have been killed, murdered, missing, disappearing. One was even buried on her husband's family's land, and the father and the son, her boyfriend or husband, whatever he was, did it, and the mother knew. Y'all, when I say it's time to invest in your healing and in your personal development and your growth so that you won't be so desperate to be with somebody, desperate to have a relationship, desperate to have somebody call you their woman. You know what I mean? Desperate. Y'all can't do that nowadays. The devil ain't playing. I'm telling you, it's a young lady down here in Florida who just came up missing. All she was doing was working. A young man wanted her. She rejected him. He worked with her. He actually had access to her apartment because he worked in a complex too. And like I said, I don't know what went on with that. All I know is that it's a family right now who is hurting because their baby came up missing. And the bad thing about it, this man killed himself too. The worst thing about it, like, it's horrible. Like, we don't even know why. The only thing this tells me is that self-esteem levels are at an all-time low. Ain't nobody got no heart to love on them, and they're seeking without so much until when they get pushed away, they come back retaliating. We gotta be careful as women to know, like, look, am I really gonna just settle for what this man is telling me? Is this all I really deserve? And you know it ain't. You know it ain't what you deserve. You know with everything in your heart, I should have been gone. I should have been left. Hey, creations, look here. I should have been walked away. What is it that is continuing here to say, I'm going to stay with him even though I know he don't like me? What is it that makes you feel like you can't be by yourself and be happy? Like, one of my favorite sayings, and I tell it to my coaches and my friends, is, you hear the saying, I could do bad by myself. Baby, you could do good by yourself too. Real good. I'm just saying. For real. You really can. And we got to get to that place that we get to that place. That, dang, I can be good. I don't have to settle for this. I don't have to end up having kids with somebody who won't even like me. And now I've created this relationship with somebody that I have to be bothered with for the rest of my life, y'all. It ain't just about till they turn 18. No, because they're going to get married. They're going to go to college. Graduations. There's going to be so many grandbabies. You got to think further than where you are right now. The blocks that we've been seeing might need to go here so you don't get sidetracked, so you can stay focused on your heart. When I say know your worth means working on restoring the heart. If you're constantly broken-hearted, and we use the emoji with the little lines in the middle to show that broken-heartedness, it becomes our normal. Well, this is just all I deserve. This is just me. It's always been like that. Lie. That is a lie, and I'm here to tell you it's a straight up lie, y'all. It's a lie from the pits of hell to keep you distracted from what you were created to do, be, and who you were supposed to impact and how you were supposed to impact them. Y'all, it's a lot of us with kids, daughters and sons who look to us to be that. And it's hard if we don't know what it is we're supposed to do, or we have been doing it. Our kids, sometimes you might have to have a conversation with them, because as young as they are and as small as they are, they can see what we can't see. They're seeing the forest and we just in the trees, and they'll be really honest with you. And some of us need to say, what you think about him? And it won't come from a place of, I just don't like him being with my mama, this, that. It'll come from a place, he mean. He don't talk to you right. He made the whole atmosphere of the house change. Ask me how I know. I was that mom. Like, I almost lost the relationship with my daughters and had my son looking at me like, I thought you was better than that. Y'all, I'm telling you, once I saw that, it hurt. It hurt so much. It hurt so much. And you're welcome. It hurt me to the point where I wanted to change it. And I didn't know how. But I knew something needed to be different. And I started on my journey to figure out, because the crazy part is the women around me was doing the same damn thing. I didn't have anybody to look up to. I didn't have nobody to say, dang, what should I do? You know what I mean? What should I, how do I do this? I'm in too deep. Like, this was my thoughts, and I know a lot of us feel this way. I'm not the only one. How I get here? Why did I allow him or her in my life when I knew that this wasn't right? So I'm challenging y'all today to do whatever you need to do. I had to seek therapy. I saw counselors. I went to my church. I took grief recovery classes. I started reading books. I started looking for women who were doing what I wanted to be doing myself and how they were living their life. And they weren't perfect, y'all. These weren't perfect women, but these were women who knew how to handle the stresses of life without always being reminded of what I ain't, or what I'm not, or what my mama did to me, and my daddy wasn't never there. No, he wasn't. And it is what it is. I can't change him. That was his loss. And yes, I may have needed him and desired him. And my mama might have been messed up because she chose him. But then when I saw myself choosing wrong too, I had to be like, wait a minute. I can do better. I have to do better. It's people watching me. I didn't know what a life coach was. I didn't know what grief recovery was. But I started going for it. I'm like, let me just see. This might help me so I won't lose my daughters. So I don't have them looking at me like, why would I listen to you? Look at what you doing. You let a no good man in our house to destroy what you build up. That hurt. But it was the truth, and they say the truth will set you free. So I had to continue to work on here, that heart, building my heart. I didn't want to be broken no more. Like, I was angry at that feeling of being less than. I was angry at that feeling of not having enough, not being enough, searching for it without when I should have been searching for it within, y'all. And I decided to do that. So I'm challenging y'all today. This ain't time to play with your heart. This is not time to be looking for somebody to love you. You right here. And if you didn't have the pattern of what it was supposed to look like, you know what you want. So seek it. Create it. If you wanted some hugs and some love, give it to you. Quit looking and making it be about what somebody else is or isn't doing for you. It's your time. A lot of times we start overthinking. I call it, excuse my French, a thought hauling ass. It just, well, I'm going to have me some positive thoughts that go crazy. I can do it. I am successful. I'm not a product of my environment. I can do something different. I'm the change agent. They're going to look up and say, dang, if she did it, so can I. And that's what I'm challenging you today. I'm challenging you that when you do meet a man, pay attention to your instincts, because like I said, the devil ain't playing. He is seeking to see who he can destroy and devour and to keep bound. And it's time out for that. If y'all forgot, he didn't win. It might look like he having a field day, and he will if you let him. But I need you to start, even when that negative thought comes, you got to have something to knock that thought right back where it's supposed to be, because I'm not saying that thought ain't going to come. It will. It will come. But you got to be like, you know what? If there are relationships that you desire and you want, you have to give that to yourself, because once you start giving it to yourself, you will attract it from without. You will retract it. You will attract it, not retract it. You will attract it to yourself. And people will start like, how did you do that? How did you overcome? How did you stop being so angry? How did you stop being so easily offended? How did you stop being a crybaby? I was a crybaby. Everything hurt my damn feelings, especially when it came from my mom. But when I knew she was hurt too, and that hurt people, maybe I wouldn't answer the phone every time she called. Maybe I said a prayer. Maybe I kept that conversation real short, or maybe I just didn't. I just cut it off for a while until I could build me up to be able to have it, because the truth is, I desired a relationship with my mom. I wanted to have that. I wanted to have that relationship with her. Like, it was a desire. I want to be friends with my sisters. I don't like that divisiveness. And that's what we've been seeing in this world. I've been seeing it. Y'all, to this day, my mama don't hurt me no more. I have the courage to say what I feel. And if she don't agree with it, it's cool. You a woman like I'm a woman. I don't agree with everybody, and you ain't got to agree with me either. But this is what I'm going to stand on. But I also not going to be your punching bag and just allow you to do me any kind of way. I have that power now. And I'm not powerless. I'm powerful. So in order for me to keep living that powerful existence and that strength-minded mentality, sometimes I gotta be weak. And this is not being weak-willed. It's being weak to the point where I'm like, you know what, God, I need you. I need some help. And if it ain't God right then and there, God, show me somebody who can help me. You can't be scared to ask. You can't be scared to tell somebody that fool is hitting you. He's treating you bad. He's dogging you. He's pushing you around. He's disrespecting you. You can't be afraid to tell. Things that's closed and kept will continue to grow. You can't sweep nothing under a rug and walk over it and think you ain't gonna trip. That's not how this life works. Sometimes you just got to pull the rug back, see it all, hear the dust, sneeze, get it out, and throw that stuff in the trash. Sometimes that's what we need to do. So I didn't come on here today to be preaching and yelling at y'all, but I feel this so deep in my heart for my sisters. Y'all, it's enough of the selflessness. It's the selfishness and we don't have no sense of our own self-worth and our own self-strength and our own mentality. We get it from what somebody gave to us, and it's time for us to stand in who we are. Everything my mama believed, I don't believe. I just don't. I don't believe that I'm just going to be on welfare and have a less than mentality or that poverty mindset. And it's crazy because it wants me. I don't want it, and I won't receive it. And I want the same for you. When it comes to these relationships, I'm going to say it again. Don't play. Don't flirt. Don't tease. This ain't the season for that. That time has passed. Now it's like, let me listen. Let me pay attention. Let me put my Superwoman goggles on to see if anything reminds me of a fool I dealt with before, or it goes against my morals, my principles, my values, what I believe in, and if it's going to make me better or worse. It is what it is. So I'm challenging y'all today. Y'all are priceless. And when I say priceless and I put that X through that $sign, it ain't about money. It's way more than that, y'all. Y'all are precious. Like, priceless means there ain't no dollar amount on it. That's what the X through the $signs means when I said priceless. So I need you all to understand that, to stop playing with these men, stop entertaining men just for the sake of entertaining a man. That time has played out. Entertain you. Start educating yourself. Get to reading. Get to watching stuff that's going to inspire you. Y'all love Unsung and Uncensored. I don't know why, but it's something about somebody who had it, lost it, and got back up again. I appreciate those type of things. I like watching documentaries of not just what people lost, but how they got back up. That inspires me. Do something. Find what that is for you, okay? And if you know it's time, and you know that you've been stuck in this repeated pattern that ain't getting you nowhere, I'm about to tell you right now, do what you need to do. Start with something free. It's so many free things out there that would at least get the ball rolling. I'm having a free workshop, and I call it Worth Shop because it's worth it for you to work on building that heart and get it there. It's the link in my bio. You don't have to if you don't want to, because there are so many things out there that we could do to help ourselves. I just want to be that person to help you and know and show you that sometimes we don't know everything. Sometimes we don't know where to start. I want to help you because I've been there and I've done that, and I wish I had somebody to go to and give me something like this. So I'm going to get off of here today. If this was powerful to you or important to you in any kind of way, I'm going to share it later on my Facebook feed. But I love y'all. Like my sisters, we ain't less than. We are, we some powerful beings. Whatever devalue you keep putting on yourself, I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to challenge you again to stop it. Stop thinking about what everybody didn't do for you and start focusing on what can I do by myself. Take that energy and pour it back into you something good. What you desire, you know what it is. You know what it feels like. Well, you know what you want it to feel like. Therefore, you know what it is. Give it to. All right? Much love. Remember, you are priceless and you must know your worth. Thank y'all for joining me. See y'all later.